Good evening. This is today's news in المستقبل. The President of HOR, Chancellor Agila Saleh, met the General Commander of the Armed Forces Khalifa Haftar at the headquarters in Al-Rajma. The meeting dealt with political and military developments at the local and international levels. The President of HOR, Chancellor Agila Saleh, met a number of politicians, law professors, civil society activists, media professionals, and the concerned in the public affairs. In the presence of the Second Deputy Hamid Houma and the MPs Abdelhadi Saghir and Saeed Mghib. During the meeting, Mr. Saleh addressed the conspiracies that the country is exposed to, starting with the taking the advantage of the Libyan people's will to change the former regime, moving to the Muslim Brotherhood's willingness to seize the power, its control over the joint of the state with the support of the international parties, and its scope against democracy by force of arms. The meeting also addressed a number of topics, the first of which was the current political crisis, followed by the crisis of the draft constitution and the communication between parliament and public opinion, where Mr. Saleh listened to the views of the audience. The MP Al-Hadi Saghir commented on the teachers' sit-in, stressing that the HOR began since the 15th day of the sit-in to solve the problem and discuss the file with the president of the HOR. Al-Saghir said that after meeting Mr. Saleh, the governor of the Central Bank of Libya, the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Education to hold consultations. He noted that the issue of the teacher is important and cannot be ignored, as a clear vision has been reached and a committee has been formed to consult and meet with the General Union of Teachers to establish a mechanism for the start of the school year. He also commented on the issuance of the President of the unconstitutional government of Al-Wifaq, Faiz al-Sarraj, to separate public education from higher education, indicating that the government of Al-Wifaq is illegal and did not gain confidence of the HOR. He pointed out that it is not the authority of the interim government to separate public education from higher education, for a proposal must be submitted to the HOR to decide whether or not to approve it, adding that the decision of al-Sarraj will not apply to areas under the control of the interim government. The Western Region Operations Group called on citizens not to move in the area of clashes. The commander of the Western Region's Operation Group, Al-Mabruk Al-Ghazwi, urged citizens to comply with all instructions issued at checkpoints by members of the armed forces and security services. He added that when the inspection procedures are violated at checkpoints of the armed forces or security agencies, strict legal measures will be taken with the utmost firmness. Al-Ghazwi called on citizens to assist members of the armed forces and security agencies in carrying out their duties until security is achieved and stability is back to Libya. And now we come to the end of today's news. Thank you for watching.